Hello and welcome to Sheffield Live. You are watching African Voices with me, Bailo Jallo. And as you can see, today we are live at Arouge, where an Afro-Caribbean fashion show is currently taking place. And joining me now is the organizer, Amy Bangura, and some of her sponsors, and those who helped her to make today a success. So Amy Bangura, welcome to African Voices. How are you finding today's show?
Very cool and nice.
Tell me, where did the idea come from?
Well, I've got this idea since last year. And because I like working with the youth, promoting other businesses. So I came up with the idea and said something we can do, something new in Sheffield. And we have to break the record. And today is the day of record.
So next to you is Pastor Bridget. Tell me, how are you feeling with today's show?
I'm so proud of her. It's a brilliant idea, and I was so thrilled, and I thank God for her life.
And as I can see, both of you are in your African attires. Do you think, in your opinion, this is what is needed in Africa, in Sheffield, in order to promote the African culture?
Oh, yes, yes. Yes, very much.
So, Chris, if I can just bring you in as well. You are one of the sponsors of today's show. Tell me, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm so happy to associate with Ma Afro. I know she's so popular in Sheffield, and I believe that working with her will also make me popular like her. So I own a security company in Sheffield. We've been operating for the past 9 years. So all we're asking for is to get more contact with businesses in Sheffield to subscribe with us, obviously, to supply them security services. And I believe with this program, a lot of people will know about our business and they will be able to subscribe with us and do business with our organization. Thank you.
Okay, hopefully. And next to me is Aruna Kamara, who is one of the people who is making today a success. So tell me, how do you feel seeing this place today and making it a success?
Oh, I'm happy to be here. I'm really happy because this is one of the things that we want people in Sheffield to be in and then support. But the other thing again I would say, I want everybody in Sheffield watch today's event and then see that African people in Sheffield and it's an African something going on. Hopefully next year we'll be here again. We want everybody to come and join us.
How do you feel to see majority of the people here today wearing African tradition?
One, I'm so proud to be African and British too. With that one I can't. But the only thing I'll tell everybody, the people who stay at home, I think they miss something in their life. They have to come next time and participate with us. I think that's the right thing to do. So people in Sheffield will come together. Lot of local business here that advertise. People will see, and then next time we want everybody to come and join us.
Pastor Bridget, a final word from you?
Yeah, I just want to thank God for this occasion, for this great idea. I hope everybody are blessed and are happy to come for the show. I'm very, very proud of you all, and I thank God for you. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you guys for joining me. So later on, we'll be looking at talking to some of the participants to know what motivated them to come and participate on today's show.
Well, the fashion show, the most thing I enjoyed out of it was so multicultural. We had different age groups as well, and it represented, like, let me say, different nationalities from Africa. So it wasn't just a Sierra Leonean thing. It was Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Ghana, different African countries. So it was the best. I enjoyed myself.
You were one of those who took part today on the catwalk. So tell me, how was that?
Oh my God, it's been tiring to say the least, but I had fun. We had to control the kids. They were tired and hungry, but after we had been fed, we were fine. I mean, it's hard work, to be honest. I don't want to be a professional model, no thank you, but I enjoyed it today. It was really, really fun.
So how long did you prepare for this?
The whole day. Not the whole day, from yesterday, let me say, from yesterday. Since yesterday, we've been doing our hairs, we've been doing the clothes, you know, last minute fittings, and then this morning went to get the hair completed, and the makeup as well. So let me say 2 days.
Today is all about African culture. Everyone dressed in their African attire, and I can see you here as well, dressed in your African attire. Tell me, how do you feel seeing many people from Africa dressed in their African attires today?
It feels really, really good to see people, you know, in the African attires, especially the children that are born here. Because they're here, it's like more Western culture, but for us to see them really, really, you know, kind of like accept our culture and dress in those clothes, and they were having fun, they loved it, it's just a good feeling. For people like us, obviously we're born there, we're used to, you know, wearing them. But for the kids that are born here, seeing them happily wearing our cultural clothes, that was the best part of it all. You know.
It was good.
So what did you like most about today's event?
Everybody being happy, and because I like the way that they cheer.
I can see you dressed in your traditional African dressing. Do you like it?
Yes.
So in terms of the catwalk that you did today, what motivated you? How happy were you to see yourself walking on the red carpet?
Really happy.
Are you looking forward to being a model in the future?
Yeah.
I feel great.
So what do you like most about the show?
I liked the runway part where they were modeling and showing off different parts of, like, they're giving Britain a little bit of Africa. So that's what I loved about it.
Talking of showing Britain a little bit of Africa, yourself, I believe you're originally from Jamaica. And how do you feel seeing many people from Africa, seeing Africa from a different perspective?
I love it because now we're getting along, we're mixing, we're sharing cultures and all of that. I love it.
Do you think events like this is needed in order to promote community cohesion?
Yes, because I think that it can bring people together. Events like these are like open to everyone and anyone, no matter your race or background.
So what's the best part that you've liked today?
I loved it that the models weren't all black. We saw white and black mixed. So that's what I mostly liked about it.
Really good, thank you.
So what motivated you to get involved?
I've been modelling now for about 7 years, doing the ones for Alicia. And this year Ma Afro said, do I want to do hers? I was like, yep. So.
Being in your African attire looked pretty cool. Did you like it?
I do, yeah. Especially the jumpsuit, because you can wear it all the time.
So how do you feel like being among plenty African community? Have you learned a lot today?
I've learned over the years, yeah.
Oh, so it's not even today it started.
I've been doing it for about 7 years.
So in your opinion, do you think what has happened here today is something that is definitely needed in Sheffield in order to promote community cohesion?
Yes. We should do more like this.
Lovely. Really, really bubbly. You can see how the youths are coming up, walking with confidence. They look smart. And most importantly, that the clothes that are there, all the clothes that they are putting on have been done by Ma Afro, including what I'm putting on now. This is a Ma Afro style, which is really, really nice. So I would say it's something good that should be done again.
As an African living in Sheffield, do you think this is something that we need very often in order to promote the African culture?
Exactly, exactly. The food, the dressing, this is us. And the noise with it, that comes with it, this is us. And something that needs to be supported fully. I do agree.
Hello and welcome to Sheffield Live. You are watching African Voices with me, Bailo Jallo. And as you can see, today we are live at Aruj, where an Afro-Caribbean fashion show is currently taking place. And as you can see next to me is one of Sierra Leone's most famous artists, DJ Lulu, now known as Sugar Lulu. So Sugar Lulu, tell me why you're here.
I'm excited to be here. I'm here obviously African, Sierra Leone, Afro fashion show. So I feel blessed to be amongst these beautiful people here tonight.
If I'm not mistaken, probably you might have been to Sheffield, but this is your first time performing in Sheffield.
Yeah.
How do you feel performing in Sheffield?
It feels great, and I've had a couple of phone calls. I've got a lot of fans here that they're waiting to see me. So I was all excited to be on stage. So it's really, really beautiful. It's a brilliant crowd.
Talking of the fans, as soon as you were on stage, everybody got on dancing with you. Tell me, what was the mood like?
Oh, it was fantastic. I enjoyed every bit of it. You know, like as an artist, I believe when you're on stage, you're there to entertain the crowd, and that's what I do best. So it was brilliant. I love it.
So will you say you're looking forward to coming back to Sheffield again one day?
Definitely, why not? I would love to come back here tomorrow, next tomorrow, any other time. I'm always ready.
So let's talk about your career here a little bit. Tell me, how did you get into music?
Oh, I've been doing music for over 9-10 years now, and this has always been my dream. This is always, you know, what I've always wanted, and I'm happy the peak in which Sierra Leone music is going, and Afrobeat, as you all know, is all over the world right now. So as a Sierra Leonean artist, I believe I'm playing my part, and we're trying. I believe we're getting there slowly.
Definitely, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So talk me through, how do you feel to see many Africans here today wearing their traditional African clothing? And do you think, in your opinion, that's what is needed to promote the African culture?
It is. You know, as an African, you should be proud of your culture. I love wearing this. This is a brilliant outfit. I love, you know, every bit of it, you know. So seeing all the Africans in the African attire, it's really nice. This is a culture, and we should be proud of it.
And one of the songs you perform here today is Nami Kanso, which is one of my favorite as well. Tell me, what made you wrote that song?
That song is basically about, you know, life, what people face in daily basis. You know, it's just a reality about life. And so many people all over the world, I can say, Sierra Leoneans can relate to that song. And that was my first hit, and it's still a big hit as far as I'm concerned, because I've done about 4 albums, and wherever I go to perform, people just want me to see performing Nami Kanso, because, you know, that's the song that people can relate to, because it's what happens every day in life.
And just a final one from me, 2 questions in one. Is there anything on the pipeline, and what's your message to your fans?
Yeah, of course. I've been recording. I've recorded quite a few the past couple of weeks. I'm working on a new album. So definitely what I want to say to my fans out there, watch out. Sugar Lulu is coming out again for the 4th time, because this is my 4th album, and it's going to be really, really hot.
I think it's not just exposure, it's also about community cohesion, so which I think is very positive and good for the people and for the community, also for the young people, for old people. So there are a lot of people here today. You have people from diversified background, from different communities, from different varied age range. So I think this is the reason why we are here, not just to support Ma Afro, but to also see the display of African talent and African opportunities as well.
Right, if I can just come to you as well, how are you finding the show?
I'm finding the show very interesting, as it is the first time we're having shot an occasion like this, especially for the African Caribbeans. So we are here to support our sister, who is Ma Afro. She's trying to introduce something new in our community, which we all appreciated.
Talking of something new, I can see you in your African attire. Do you think occasions like this are needed in order to promote the African culture?
Definitely, occasions like this are needed in our community, especially in Sheffield. As you can see, most of us are in our African attires. So that will tell you that we are here to support an African fashion show.
So if I can just bring you back in as well, what do you think lacks for the African community in Sheffield?
I think, although I'm not from Sheffield, but I think in general, one thing that is lacked from the African community, it's about the thing that I mentioned earlier, which is the group cohesion. We have a lot of talent and lots of opportunities. However, we struggle to merge these things together. So, and I think what Mama Afro is doing is very unique. It's not a very fact that she's trying to get fashion for people to see what our attires look like, but it's also the fact that she's trying to merge that with business opportunity. So, and I think this is what makes it different. And normally within the African communities, you will find lots of graduates, a lot of people with talent or with IQ, but the thing that we don't do well is for us to try to be like entrepreneur, like what Mama Afro is doing, and I think this is what makes this show really different.
It has been a honor and a privilege to be here, and from the very first moment I was informed about this program. That's my public relations officer, Alaji K. And by the way, I'm the chairman of the Sierra Leone community in Birmingham and West Midlands. We have a membership of more than 200. Including other nationalities as well. We've come here to support our brothers, our sisters, because they are talented people. And we feel that one of the best ways to support them is for us to be here. It's not just a question of taking a telephone call, our presence is paramount.
Definitely. We've seen here so many people here today, different nationalities from different towns and cities across the country. Do you think, in your opinion, events or organizations like this are needed in order to promote the African culture?
Indeed, it's vital, it's paramount in the sense that we live in a multicultural society. And what we've seen tonight is a clear manifestation of the way how we as Africans or Europeans or British or you name it, how we do things, especially in the UK. That's why the diversity when it comes to the UK is just unique. And looking at whosoever is present here tonight, you could tell, but it's not. I don't have much words to say about it. You could judge by yourself from what we've seen tonight. It has just been amazing.
Definitely, we've seen lots of people here dressed in their traditional attires, be it from Sierra Leone, Ghana, Nigeria, and other African countries that I'm unable to name each and every one.
Oh, yeah.
But events like this is something that brings people together. What do you think as an African, the Africans we should do in order to be promoting events like this?
Yeah, first and foremost, as an African, we always got to respect and recognize our identity. We have an adage back home in Sierra Leone. It's not just a question of looking at where you bang the foot or wherever, You've got to look at the origin, I have, for one, as an example, from all the way from Sierra Leone, came to the UK as a student, and today I'm here as a permanent resident or as a British national, dual citizenship. So as an African, wherever someone hails from, be it in London or back home in Sierra Leone or Gambia or South Africa or Botswana, you name it, we just have to support each other. Because at the end of the day, without that maximum support from our different nationalities, we've got to maintain our African identity, also to ensure that we are living in the UK, we live in a very peaceful, harmonious society, to make sure that even the British government today, they recognize the importance of migrants from other countries. It's a multicultural society, that's why we are delighted. And to be honest, the sacrifice that we have taken from Birmingham and other nationals from London, Bristol, Liverpool, Manchester, to be here tonight, to support our sisters, it's just been fantastic. That's why we're very much delighted. And you know what? Even the time, we would have loved to be here till 5 in the morning, but because of time constraints, 11 o'clock, we'll be going back to Birmingham. Others will be going back to their respective destinations.
Porque a vida é assim, first of all say it really is a massive honour to be here today. Within my capacity of being Lord Mayor of Sheffield, I'm really quite fortunate enough to be really involved in so many different activities, events, but really nothing makes me more proud than seeing everybody in this room today from all parts of Africa coming together, celebrating everything that makes us beautiful and different at the same time. So massive congratulations to everyone. I really want to give a massive shout out to Ma Afro for all her amazing work, for actually putting this on. It's been incredible. To all the volunteers, everything that's been happening today has been incredible. But honestly, it really is amazing, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. And everybody's looking beautiful today. I feel a bit underdressed, if I'm being honest. But yeah, thank you very much, and hopefully this will be a continuous thing where we can all get together and celebrate everything that's beautiful about being African, and I'm really proud. Thank you very much. Work for actually putting this on has been incredible. To all the volunteers, everything that's been happening today has been incredible. But honestly, it really is amazing, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. And everybody's looking beautiful today. I feel a bit underdressed, if I'm being honest. But yeah, thank you very much, and hopefully this will be a continuous thing where we can all get together and celebrate everything that's beautiful about being African, and I'm really proud. Thank you very much.